Here's what you can do about a jealous partner. Jealousy can tear a relationship apart, slowly but surely wiping out everything good and leaving you feeling quite awful. That may sound harsh, but if that's your truth, you're probably wondering, what can I do about a jealous partner? No one wants to live with an extremely jealous partner. But if you're in love with a jealous guy and you want to stay together, something has to change. You need to look for a better, simpler scenario together. And there are certain things you should do when dealing with a jealous partner. Numerous experts have cited insecurity as a sure reason for jealousy and have pointed out some good approaches you can open up to your partner and defeat their jealousy. Do you have a jealous partner? How do you manage their personality? Tell us in the comments below. But before starting writing comments, watch until the end and keep these 9 things in mind if you're working with a jealous partner. They're insecure. Some partners are especially jealous because they're insecure inside. Perhaps they've been cheated on, or have spent a lot of time with someone who makes them suspicious, or have developed a basic distrust of others. This isn't your fault, but if the result is a strong jealousy phase, then it's your problem. It's not healthy, but the only thing you can really do to prevent it's to be who you say you are, do what you say you're going to do, and be where you're expected to be to build that trust base. If your partner is still jealous after a long period of being trusted, it's time for a serious talk. Somebody cheated on them in the past. Some partners are jealous because they've been cheated on before. They're usually wary and even more suspicious in the next relationship if they've been hurt by a previous partner. At some point, jealous partners need to understand that their new partner isn't like the one who hurt them in the past. Even if it takes some effort on your part, you should tell your partner that they need to have the confidence that they're a good partner worthy of a healthy relationship. Looking at all the aspects that are important for a new relationship, the personal changes they need to make themselves, and the good qualities of their new partner is a good way to change this. They're afraid. Jealousy happens because of insecurity, and insecurity can happen for many factors in a relationship. Insecurity can take place prior to a relationship even starts. However, the most important factor that occurs in a relationship is the failure or lack of determination to sincerely say what each partner in the relationship needs to feel secure psychologically, mentally, or physically. To change this, you need to be completely open and ask what your partner needs from you to feel safe. They learned jealousy when they were young. Some partners may be jealous because of what they saw in their family or the household they grew up in. Or some partners may be jealous because they're worried about their psychological bond. It's possible that they saw something in their youth that taught them to be cautious, or that they've difficulty committing to someone without fear. Such a concern must be worked out in the heart and mind of the jealous partner. A person who has a jealous partner can do absolutely nothing wrong and still be troubled by a jealous partner because of things they've actually experienced. Jealousy is a flaw of love. It's an inconsistent understanding of the other's way of life. If we knew what it takes to live another's life, what sacrifices must be made, or what toll it may take in other areas, our jealousy would often be suppressed, respect would be increased, and a clear invitation would go out to us to change our lives. It's not always that easy, and we can't walk in our partner's shoes, as tempting as that may sound. Use your partner's jealousy as inspiration to have a long conversation about where it comes from, and take the opportunity to understand your partner better. They have a history. There are many factors that can make a partner jealous. Historical experiences in their own relationships, discovered habits in childhood, and something in the existing relationship that doesn't feel good. Don't take it personally. If you have a clean slate, you can roll up your sleeves and figure it out together. Instead of making threats and walking away from the relationship you're currently in, try talking about how it feels. For the partner who's the object of jealousy, it may be romantic at first, and then turn into frustration when your partner doesn't trust you when you haven't actually done anything wrong. At first, it may feel good to have a partner who's jealous, but eventually, it becomes boring. The best way to start is to have a conversation about how it feels to not be trusted. Let her or him know that you feel far off and work out services that will help you both. Talking openly about your life is a great way to counter jealousy. They might have a number of past issues at play. Some people are troubled over past experiences where a partner cheated or deceived them. For others, it's the sorrows of early adolescence. Regardless of the circumstances, psychologists have a solution. Talk to your partner about what they need to feel safer and more secure. Some partners may need to check in more often or want to know more about your good friends you like to hang out with. While it's not a perfect situation, you'll be rewarded with a partner who can really trust you. Figure out what you can get into and then stick to your agreements, and you'll be happier, and so will your partner. They're attempting to protect themselves. Jealousy is always based on distrust, control, or insecurity, often all of these together. It's a kind of self-protection. If they look closely at your behavior, they can prevent something bad from happening. But of course, that doesn't really work. Sometimes that insecurity may be justified. If a partner has actually cheated them before, it makes perfect sense to feel insecure. But in general, it's toxic, no matter the reason or where it comes from. And if you're with someone who's engaging in harmful behavior, it's going to affect you too. How can you eliminate jealousy? Work together, and slowly jealousy should disappear as both partners work to change. Do not take it personally. Don't take your partner's jealousy personally. You can actually do everything right. Provide plenty of peace of mind, be mentally open and intimate. Avoid circumstances that you know will trigger your partner's jealousy, and still it may not be enough. Just remember that it's not your problem, and there's nothing you can do but show up. The best thing you can do is be on your partner's side 100%, but is your partner's own journey of self-improvement. If you're both determined to explore an option, anything is possible. Do you have a jealous partner? How do you manage their personality? Tell us in the comments below.